stuff. You know how sometimes you'll go, or at least I do, like going through old stuff. Excuse the mess. You all hear me? Whoa, jelly roll alert, jelly roll alert. How y'all doing? So I'm going through, for some reason, I saw this manila envelope. I saw this manila envelope of my stuff, right? And keep in mind, I forgot time. I'm really horrible at timing because, okay, first I'll just show you, okay, so I didn't even realize I had this. I got this back in 2007. My freaking GED, it says State of Georgia, Department of Technical and Adult Education, General Educational Development Diploma. This is to certify that me, having made a satisfactory record of on the standardized test for high school equivalency selected for the purpose by Georgia Board of Technical and Adult Education, in witness whereof we have hereunto affixed our signatures to the 26th day of January 2007, right? And I forgot I had that. And I forgot I had the scores. I'm going to show y'all all my business. It may have actually it does have personal info on it, so I better not show that. Then I started looking further into these files. I came up on a couple of old, I think I have a couple of old paychecks. Let me make sure there's nothing of personal on there. Let's see. That's marked out. That's marked out. Look how much I used to make. This check was for the dates of, it was a period starting January 10th, 2016 to January 16th, 2016. So basically 6 days of pay. And look what I made for that week after taxes were taken out and all that, right? Well, make sure there's nothing personal on that. I don't want okay. So it's for, okay, literally, let me see if I can get it. Let me actually just pick it up. That was my week's paycheck. Look. I found also my old welcome pamphlet to my last job in Adairsville, Georgia, right? Look what the date is. I forgot it was that far back. Let's see what my other check was. So keep in mind, that's just a week of pay, $325.54. This was right before I started Tyler's Tarot. I think I started Tyler's Tarot, if I'm not mistaken, if it was in January, that means that I started it 9 months later in September. So 9 months before I started my channel, that's what I was making. That's when I paid off my car finally. That's when I paid off my first car. That was like the tax commissioner people. Okay, where's the second check? I haven't looked at the second check, so it's going to be a surprise to us both. Let's see. Is it the amount? No? Wait. Oh, this was a good week because I got overtime. Oh my God. Look how much time I worked that week. Okay. This is the pay period of August 20th of 2016 to August 25th of 2000. Sorry, no, my bad. August 14th, 2016 to August 20th of 2016, right? So that week I clocked in at 58 hours. I did 40 hours of regular time and overtime I did 18 hours, which gave me time and a half. And it's saying that I was only making $9.25 an hour normally. Time and a half made it $13.87. That's crazy. Uh, uh, the government took out $47. $47. So that week I made. It's not telling me the exact total because I don't have the stub on here. But literally, I made that week almost 600 over. Well, yeah, over $600. With tax. Like, that's crazy. But that was only a good week. I didn't normally get. I happened to keep one of the overtime checks. That's crazy. I forgot how. What am I doing with my old over? What am I doing with my old checks? I'm really a hoarder. Here I am judging these bitches on A&E, and I'm sitting here all kinds of hoarding. Do you know I started? Oh, that's the revision date. Okay. I started my job February 1st of 2015, or around that time. At Daresville, Georgia. This is crazy. I almost cried when I first saw that before I was online. I'm like, I almost really had a little teary moment. Damn, I've come a long way, y'all. Damn. Oh, this is my old W-2. Can we look at my old W-2? We're not going to look at it because it's got personal information, but I'm going to tell y'all what I made. Oh my God, I got my old W-2. You can't see it from that far. Just letting you know, it's an old W-2. What? Okay. Let's look at it. It says 2016 wage and tax statement, W-2. So that year alone, I made, in 1 year, $19,432. I make that in 2 weeks now, or 3 weeks. I'll say 3 weeks. I make that in 2 or 3 weeks now. That took me a whole year to used to make that. Ain't that some shit? The government took out a pretty good chunk. What am I doing with all this old shit? In 1 year, it took me $19,432. Or sorry, in one whole year, calendar year, it took me a year to make only $19,432. Sorry, $19,432.11. And now I make that in 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. And that's not to brag. That's like a fucking blessing. It's like so crazy to me. I'm still gonna keep these for when I sit there and get in kind of like a mode of feeling like I'm not achieving everything I want to achieve. I'll be 34 tomorrow. I know, go ahead and say it. No, I thought you were gonna be 50. They always give me a This is when me and my mama's insurance coverage. She used to have. I think she had me on her. No, did she have me on her policy? Or we had the same policy at one time, and this is when we had the same insurance policy. That's crazy. There's a receipt in here for how much I used to pay. Okay, for Georgia tax for a tag cost me $62.56 for the year of 2017. Fast forward to now, I pay $1,000 a year for the damn Tesla's tag. Can I go back to having a $62 tag? Can I go back to that? I want to go back to that. Well, thank you. Crazy what you come across. This is when I paid off my first Toyota, or my first car, I should say. And that's when I signed it over to Mama. I gave my mama that card. This is when I had coverage. I kept my damn benefits. I didn't have no orthodontics coverage. I had only basic and major coverage. And it was Nippon Life Benefits. I had a coverage. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. Georgia Department of Technical and Adult Education. Congratulations. It is my honor to present the Georgia General Educational Development Diploma to you with my personal best wishes and commendation for a job well done. I can't read. This diploma represents the successful completion of a personal goal in which I know you, your family, and friends are proud. Georgia's HOPE program can provide tuition assistance, which I didn't do that. As a GED graduate, you may be eligible to receive $500 HOPE scholarship that can be applied toward tuition, books, and other related costs at Georgia Public. Blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as I got that GED, I went straight to college. Didn't even finish. What is that thing? Bye, thing though. Yes, I did criminal justice. That was my major. Didn't finish though. I don't think I was meant to finish. You know, I look back. I mean, when I first quit, all the stuff I keep, Metro PCS. Why did I keep that? When I first quit, I was very down about it. I just couldn't stay focused on school. I couldn't do it. I'd go to school and I would quit the class early. I was just thinking about this the other day. I'm like, I would walk out of class mid-class. I couldn't do it. And I remember when I moved to my mama's after college, I was kind of like in the blues. I'm like, how did I let that just slip by me like that? Why did I not focus on school like I was supposed to? That was the goal. What were you thinking? And I remember just being so mad. I remember I was just so mad, like at myself, not anybody, but myself. And I look now, and I go, well, Tyler, if you would have stuck with criminal justice, you wouldn't be making the money you make now. Like, because just the other day, I was thinking about that. I'm like, you are the biggest stupid ass. I mean, I had it right in my fingertips and I let it go. And I'm like, Tyler, if you had stuck on that path, it's like the universe had another path for me, right? I couldn't focus. Because usually when I wanted something, I went for it, right? And I just could not focus on school. I'm like, Tyler, what happened? You were so dead set on being in school. I just lost motivation, right? And I was like, well, if you had did that, because I wanted to be a probation officer, or, I was going to try to look at crime scenes, even though that wasn't what I was technically going for. I thought I would get that and then also do study for crime scene investigations, all that, right? And I'm like, even if I had been doing that, I would have making maybe $30,000, $40,000 a year. That wouldn't have been shit. So it's like the universe had bigger plans for me, and it's like, it had bigger plans. I mean, I don't regret it now, but I do sometimes go, how the hell did I not finish that? But it is what it is. But can you believe one of my paychecks, my pay, I used to make this per week. Sometimes it was lower than that. I remember it being like $275 at times when I didn't have much hours to give. And this is when I worked in the department with $2 wig. I made $325.54 from the pay period of January 10th, 2016 to January 16th, 2016. Literally, so it took me 6 days to make $325. That's after taxes. Actually, Oh, it shows you how much it takes. It takes out. It took out literally tobacco tax. Took out $6.92. Yeah, tobacco tax, and then $27.54 was taken out by Medicare and FICA. I don't know what the hell that is. And I remember I'd look at I'm like, why are they taking out for tobacco? I fund the tobacco. At that time, I was smoking 4, 5, 6 packs a week. I fund them hoes. Why am I paying them extra? That $6.24 could have bought me an extra pack of cigarettes. Hell. But yeah, I have my old GED. Forgot I had it. In witness whereof we have hereunto and affixed our signatures the 26th day of January 2007. Right? That was what I wanted to do. I also wanted to be a correction officer. I wanted to be a correctional officer. That was like what I was well, no. The first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to do something like a probation officer. That's what I would have liked to been, right? Because I had seen my brother, he was a fucking convict from birth, right out of the birth canal. This bastard was committing shit, right? And I used to see him go to his probation officer appointments, right? One time he asked me to pee for him. I said, hell no, I ain't paying for you, because he had smoked some weed, right? So I'm not paying for you. And I used to see him go to his probation officer, and I remember that gave me like inspiration. I'm like, I want to do that, where people check in with me, and I'll be their probation officer, right? And so I didn't finish. And then I was like, well, I also wanted to be a correctional officer, because I wanted to work in like a prison. That was like something I wanted to do, like work in the prison system, probation officer. And so literally, I was going for criminal justice. So Tyler in the FBI, every case gets solved. I would have loved to have done something like that. I even wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a cop. I'm like, first of all, I'm too big for that. At that time, I actually wasn't that big. I was actually skinny then. So, it's so funny. I look back now, and I used to think I was horribly fat then. And I go, damn, I wish I could get back to that size again. I wish I can get back down to that size again. So, but yeah, so that was the goal. That was the plan. I don't really want to go back to school. I don't. This messy ass room. I was up here to straighten up, and then I lost my motivation. I lost motivation. I'm now fasting. This is my third day of fasting. I do 16 hours of fasting with an 8-hour window to eat. So 24 hours a day. 16 of those hours are spent fasting. I can only have liquids and stuff. And then 8 hours is the 8 hours is to have 2 meals within that, like 2 small meals. So, what I like about this is, because I was actually kind of doing this when I was on my trip. I wasn't really eating. I would go all day without eating, and I noticed when I came back, I had lost a couple pounds. I'm like, damn, that shit works, fasting. And so I said, let me commit to this full time. So this is my third official day. It's not hard, because once you get tired of being a certain size, you go, because literally, I went yesterday, I ate like 1 meal, and then I fasted for 16 hours. And it's not that hard, actually. I'm not having crazy hunger pains. I think because I'm so motivated to lose this weight. So, and people are like swearing by how fast it works, how good it works. They swear by fasting, intermittent fasting. So, yeah. And when I came back from that trip, I was kind of fasting on the trip. I wasn't even eating, right? Was not eating. And I come back from the trip, I get home, and I weigh myself on the scale here. And I had lost like 3 pounds in a week. How long did it take you, funny money, for it to start, you to start seeing it? Because can't you kind of eat what you want with that 1 meal allowance you get? Because I'm thinking myself, if I spend all day, ain't like I'm just going to just put everything in my mouth and eat it, right? What I mean is, if I'm only eating 1 meal a day, typically, or 1.5 meals, whatever the case may be, and I'm fasting for 16 hours, I think I can eat a pretty decent meal. So I'm assuming, I don't know how it goes. I mean, I'll still try to eat healthier stuff, but I'm like, Because what I saw was it's not about what you eat, it's what time you eat. So it's like I'm gonna still like my French fries, but I'm only eating French fries once a day. So because I think the slogan, or ain't really it ain't the official slogan, but I heard a lot of people say, yeah, I can eat what I want, but only within those time periods, like or whatever the case may be. So I gotta have French fries. We can't go without French fries. I have one French fry alive. I'm still gonna eat my damn French fries. I'm sorry for that, son. Because the thing is, I have discipline like crazy. Y'all know me. When I do something, I stick to it. Y'all know I do. So I do. And so when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it because I'm really wanting to go back to theme parks. I miss riding roller coasters. It ain't that I can't ride them. I'm afraid of I'm afraid of getting in my car, going to California and going to like Knott's Berry Farm or Six Flags Magic Mountain, right? I'm afraid of getting there and I can't fit on the rides because of the little bit of a weight gain I had. Not even a little bit. It's like 30 pounds, 35 pounds what I gained. I'm like, what if I get there and they deny me from the ride? I'd be so I'd be so bad. I would be so embarrassed if I had to do the walk of shame. So it could be due to a thyroid or hormonal issue. It could be, but you have to keep in mind I had got blood work done before I started that medication, and I was fine. No, I did a full blood panel. Nothing came back. Nothing. She said you're clean as a whistle, right? And once I started taking that medication, I started like gaining weight, and I'm like, no, and I stopped the medication. Then the weight stopped. I stopped gaining. It's just the problem is I can't lose it. I stopped gaining after a while. So like as soon as I stopped the medication, the weight stopped. I stopped gaining weight. So I'm like, it was the medication. So really funny money. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna have to stick to this then. What if my thyroid isn't functioning? That's why I'm not losing weight. I don't know. I ain't going to the doctor, so I guess I'll just have to deal with the weight. I ain't going back to. I had to work up courage to get that last blood work done, and I was clean as a whistle. Not one single problem. I think that she had said, "All I want you to do is take some vitamins." That's all she told. That was the only. Like she went over it with me, and she said, "Really, all I can really suggest for you is to take some vitamins." That's all. She said, "I would get some vitamin this and that." And she told me, but she says, "You don't have diabetes. You're not pre-diabetic." The reason she pointed that out because I was worried about that. I said, "What if I have diabetes or something?" And I was concerned about that. She said, "You don't have diabetes. You don't have. You're not even close to being pre-diabetic." Um, so everybody's different, and it depends on genetics, right? I'm gonna try to get this weight off. Do y'all think if I stick to this, do y'all think I'll actually lose weight? What do y'all think? If I can stick to a whole month of this, maybe what, 10 pounds probably? I would like to take off at least 50, but in a month, I would like to at least lose 10 pounds. You know, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm not gonna eat within those. I even have an app that keeps track of the time for me. So yeah, okay. I thought that I had a thyroid problem or something like that until I think what convinced me it wasn't a thyroid keeping the weight off. It was my eating or keeping the weight on, I should say. Because when I went on that trip, keep in mind I was gone for a little bit over a week, right? Okay. The whole week I'm in Georgia. I'm so excited to see my family and see everybody. I wasn't eating. So I had to stop eating. Like, okay, I would eat like maybe once a day. And I remember thinking at the time, I'm like, this I'm kind of doing a fast because I'm not eating, right? For hours on end. And so I get back home and I'm 3 or 4 pounds light. I would say I keep changing the weight, but I think it was like 3 or 4. Actually, I take that back. When I left, I ain't gonna say the exact weight. When I got back, I was 4 pounds lighter, 3 and a half, 4 pounds lighter. I'm like, no, it's not a thyroid thing. It's what I'm eating. Because I'm thinking, okay, if it was a thyroid thing, whether I was fasting or not, I wouldn't have lost the weight. And then within 1 week, I lost 4 pounds, and it wasn't water weight because I always weigh myself first thing in the morning, right? And I'm like, I lost 4 pounds in 1 week. That's when I realized I'm like, maybe it's not because I was thinking thyroid and stuff. I mean, it could be, but I mean, I ain't gonna get it checked 'cause I don't give a damn. But oh, that's when I realized it may not be a thyroid problem. Because I'm like, that 1 week where I kind of stopped, and I didn't really stop eating, but when I ate less calories and I wasn't eating as frequently, I mean, that weight fell off like that. And I still kept it off because I haven't been eating that much. So I can't get rid of salt. I can't. I don't know why I sit here and go through this old stuff. Like I should throw a lot of this shit away. I don't need none of this shit. Like shit I don't even use. What else I got? Let's see. I gotta clean this damn room out. I might get the sleeve. I've thought about applying for the sleeve. I just don't feel big enough to get a sleeve done. Maybe I am fat. Y'all don't tell me. Y'all always tell me I don't look that big, but apparently to some of y'all I do. If I need to get a damn sleeve, well, might as well just told me I need gastric bypass. For crying out loud. You might as well just told me I need a gastric bypass. I just want to look good again. I feel horrible. Not like health wise. I don't feel horrible like healthy. I mean, like I just feel like bad self-esteem horrible. You know. I'm sliding, bitches. Classic album. Can you believe that we used to use CDs? Everything's digital these days. Everything's digital. And then you got the Killers in there. You're kidding. Where's my Killer CD at? What's that, son? Really? I'm glad we don't rely on physical copies anymore. They always break and scratch up. I know I've been feeling horrible like this about myself, and I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I'm not, because I am. This was a classic back in the day. That was a motherfucking classic. Motherfucking classic. I think my favorite line off of this album is, because I used to have a ton of albums, right? My favorite line off of this is, I'm a bitch, I'm a loser, baby, maybe I should quit. I'm like, good songwriting. There you go, Stephanie, good songwriting. I'm a bitch, I'm a loser, baby, maybe I should quit. That's how I would write a song right there. I'm a bitch. Literally, the song starts off as, I'm a bitch, I'm a loser, baby, maybe I should quit. I'm like, that's pretty much sums up my whole entire existence, that I'm a bitch, I'm a loser, and I should quit. So that sums me up. I used to have a ton of records. Damn, I miss all my old records. Those have just survived. I used to have a ton. That's one thing I don't like myself. I don't love myself. I'm gonna be real with you. Like 78? You mean like okay. Yes. Fuck self-love. Fuck self-love. I used to have a ton of albums. I'm talking about motherfucking. I used to have some Marilyn stuff, Marilyn Manson. What was another one I used to listen to back? I used to have a lot of Burn CDs too, but I would actually buy them. So I used to have some No Doubt. I remember No Doubt, Gwen Stefani, like pretty much all the top pop stuff. Like I never had rap. I never was into rap. So you would never see like if you was a fan of rap and you looked into my little remember those little portfolios that you used to buy that you put your CDs in that little plastic sleeves. If you'd have looked at my shit, you would have been disappointed. If you liked rap or anything that was, you'd have been like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like a white person's. I had a white people's portfolio of CDs. So you wouldn't have seen no gangster shit. So you wouldn't have seen no gangster shit. So I don't even know why I got on here. Bring Tyler Talks back. And I bring it back, y'all don't even fucking talk. What is it? No. The whiteness did show through the music. It absolutely did. I ain't never been into like, my thing is I ain't never been into rap. Not even really R&B. I think the only R&B I know is like what Brandy Norwood, Monica, Maya, Genuine, Tyrese. But I wouldn't have bought their stuff though. Like I like TLC though. The TLC was like a crossover, like a big. They reached a lot of people, not just certain genres. Um, but one thing I could never get into is rap. I couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into it. I don't really have a favorite artist now. There's nobody. I mean, there is. Like I have some that like are classics to me, but it's like there's not one that's come along that's like a. Um, it made the news. Taylor Swift made the news in Las Vegas. Her tour was here and it stopped traffic. And they said that the airport was like too like packed. I'm like, go take that shit somewhere else. Take it. Don't pack my city and make me have to sit in motherfucking traffic all day, bitch. I don't give a fuck about that motherfucking Taylor Swift. Stay the fuck out of Vegas and making traffic over. Literally, they said that people had like tons of waiting in traffic. The airport was packed. Literally, it made the news. Get the fuck out of my city with that damn teenage white girl pop you fucking do. Sometimes I feel like I'm a hairy baby and I'm the monster on the hill. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you. And I don't give a fuck about no kind of monster you on a hill about. I don't give a fuck. Stay the fuck out of Vegas and don't ever pop up on my news feed, my Las Vegas news feed, all right? Talking about shake it off. Why don't you kick rocks and get the fuck out of my city, all right? And shake that off, bitch, all right? Sometimes I feel like my mama is a hairy baby, and I can't remember the lyrics. I'm just making it up. That's the only thing I fucking know. I feel like I'm a hairy baby and I'm a monster on the hill. That's all I'm. Oh, I just left the food out. I hope y'all didn't hear that. Oh, that was disgusting. Okay. I rarely, I'm not a gassy person when I'm. Sometimes I feel like I'm a big old hairy baby and I'm a monster on the hill. That's like that. And I don't understand why she gets credit for these stupid lyrics. I don't get it. I never got her. So, sometimes I feel like I'm a big old fat hairy baby and I'm a monster on the hill. Uh, but yeah, stay out of my town and don't make my news talk about your ass, bitch. I don't give a fuck about no tour you had and you holding up traffic and shit. We already got enough of them bitches from California moving in. We don't need your pop ass over here. All right? Okay. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. I'm like, yeah, you are the problem. You causing traffic, ho. Bitch, you is a problem. You is a problem. You holding up traffic. All right? You are the problem. It's you. All right? So I'm like, why the fuck? You know that the news is the news is having a slow news day when you report on fucking Taylor Swift. Somebody says sing it one more time. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. Sometimes I feel like I'm a big old fat hairy baby, and I'm the monster on the hill. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. Uh. And she gets praise for that type of shit. Praise. Basic and just basic. And people say, no, I know you really like her. No, I really don't. I really don't. I'm always honest about what artist I like. I always see Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift in the same category. Not necessarily how they sing or their styles, but more so basic white bitches who do basic stuff, mediocre, and get all this attention for it. Like I remember listening to Billie Eilish's first album, or I think that was I don't know, first, second, I don't know. And it goes, I wanna end me. How do we want from me? Why do I like cheese? Why do I do laundry? Why am I a hoe? Why are you scared of me? Why am I hairy? Why such a motherfucking hoe? Like I'm like, what? Why is that original? Why is that groundbreaking? Like the kids these days, and I say kids because that's what listens to them. Y'all have a horrible taste in music. I'll meet you in the park. I'm like, what is that? Bye. So I'm saying. And so that's the way I see it. I'm like, you know what? We need more artists these days that don't come out with this mediocre basic shit. I'm so sick of it. I ain't listened to a really good album in a while. So I just don't find that appealing. These days pop is not like the pop that I grew up listening to. So Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift. Chloe says the big old fat hairy baby stuck in my head. Tuvlo, I remember Tuvlo. Beyonce or Rihanna, don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. Tyler looks like Anton LaVey's daughter. Who's that? Who's Anton LaVey's daughter? I know that ain't Anton LaVey the Satan worshiper, if I'm not mistaken. You need to stop. First of all, did you just call me a woman? That just clicked. See that went right over my head. Bitch, fuck you. Bitch, fuck you. Bitch, fuck you. Bitch, fuck you. Catering and join Illuminati. I would join them hoes if they would give me a really good shout out and get me some followers. If them hoes is listening, them Illuminatis, bitch, come to me. I will show you what you want to see. All right? I will show you what you want to see. Oh, I thought you said Tyler looks like Anton LaVey's daughter. Oh, you meant Taylor. I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Um, Sorry, I thought that you were saying me. You said Tyler. You literally wrote Tyler. I'm like, I know you. It is. um, I'm sorry. Yes, you literally said Tyler, so you can't blame me for that one. I would join the Illuminati. I would. If them hoes would come near me, wanting to sign me over, bring it on. What do I need to do? Because I need more subscribers. If you want me to flash a nipple, if you want me to do a 666 on my forehead, what do you want me to do? I'm not a Satan worshiper. I don't worship Satan. But if you want me to whore out for some subscribers, bitch, bring it, okay? What you want me to do, ho? Literally, I would walk up into that motherfucking boardroom where them hoes is and say, what you want me to do, ho? Like, what am I gonna do? I want more millions. What you want me to do, ho? So that's literally how. What the fuck you want? You want me to flash a nipple? You want me to flash 666s during my Allstein lives? That way thousands can see it. What do you want me to do, ho? So I'm saying. So I'm not no Satan worshiper. I'm not no devil worshiper. But look, a follower is a follower, and if they can get me more, if them hoes can get me more, let's go. You need some blood. You need a blood sample. What you need? This. I would, what the fuck they need? I need more money and followers. I'm bored. And can they also, and I would also let them know, look, throw in some money and followers. Also throw in a personal trainer too. A lifetime subscription or lifetime free membership to a gym. And we have a deal, Illuminato. All right. Bitch, throw in a motherfucking a workout plan. Bitch, throw in a meal plan too, ho. And throw in what you want. Okay, you want me to flash this, flash that, and spread this craziness to the thousands and people that watch. Bitch, what you got in store for me? Give me some money, some followers, and give me a good, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the way I put it. So that's the way I put it. Ben Stiller, that would be so funny. I wish Ben Stiller was my fucking personal trainer. Because the thing is, he's so funny in heavyweights. He goes, all right, fatties, today, he gets over the intercom, and they've been eating bad and sneaking food into the camp. He gets fed up and realizes they're not losing no weight like the parents had paid them. The parents are paying him a tuition for them to lose weight, and the kids are not losing. He goes, all right, fatties, today, there will be no lunch. I was like, I gotta watch that. I forgot to watch that the other night. All right, fatties. Today there will be no lunch, and I thought that was. And he got over the whole intercom. And like, I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I need Ben Stiller to inspire me to lose weight. So if anybody knows Ben Stiller out there, I'm gonna need him to literally call me every day and say, "All right, fatty, there is no lunch." All right. Oh, okay, fatties. There will be no lunch today. I thought that was the funniest thing. Cracks me up every time. I love that movie. That's a classic. Heavyweights with Kenan Thompson, I believe, and some other people. Ben Stiller. So, so if anybody knows Ben Stiller out there, tell him I need a personal trainer. Not that he needs the money, but look, I'm a big fan of heavyweights. All right, okay. I, honestly, there is no Illuminati. Or I don't pledge allegiance to no hoes. Especially not no bitches sitting in a supposed boardroom saying Beyonce's the head of the company and Jay-Z and all this stuff. Like I don't, there is no Illuminati, but even if there was, I'd still be tempted. Bitch, what you want me to do? So I'm saying, I love the lard ass scene in Stand By Me. Lard ass, lard ass, lard ass. Boy, are you fat? I love when they say that to lard ass. He goes, boy, are you fat? Lard ass, lard ass. An old lady pukes into her purse. I remember that scene. It's been a long time since I've seen that. You can afford Ozempic. Yeah, the bar for Ramo. I should have gotten to acting because that's what my passion would have been. I just don't have the. I don't have the. I never had the motivation to get up and go get an agent. And even back in the day, I always wanted to be an actor, but it's just like I just don't see that happening. Like I don't even want to pursue it now. I'm like, you know what? It's too. I'm too. I'd be so offended if I walk into a casting and they go, "Well, we want you to read for the role of the father." Bitch, I ain't gonna be no motherfucking father. I'd be pissed off. Fuck, I look like. We want you to play the role that no. I'd get so offended if they had me in some role of something that I didn't want to be typecast as. Hell no. So you're gonna make another red cake for your birthday? No. I'm gonna be alone for my birthday. I'll be alone for my birthday. Sipping on champagne cause I'm thirsty. Cause I'll be alone. Nothing to do. Sitting at home is what I'll be doing. Hey, hey. Sitting alone is what I'll be doing. Well, I don't know what. I think that my coffee still kicked in. I'm a little too hyped up. I'm a little too turned up. And I drank that like, what, 6 hours ago? Tyler, what did you do originally move to what did you originally move to Las Vegas for? Because it was somewhere that's not Georgia. And it had a desert look. I always wanted to live in the desert. So I didn't want to, like California was where I was supposed to go originally, but it was too much. It was way too much money to live there. So I settled for California's ugly sister, Vegas. Even though, believe me, Las Vegas is not ugly, but I'm just saying it's the less attractive sister of California. Ooh, I'm breaking out right there. I'm gonna let y'all go. I just thought I would show off my old paycheck. Look how horrible that looked. I mean, look how much I used to not make. All right. With that being said, y'all, I gotta go. Vegas is beautiful. Absolutely, it is very beautiful out here.